this is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. We're fortunate to be here today with Dr. Michael Kessler, and he is leading a program that's coming up here at the library called The Jews of Russia Before World War II. Welcome, Dr. Kessler.
Glad to be here.
So, as I was preparing for this interview, it's pretty exciting. You have a lot of guests coming to speak about a very interesting topic about the Jews of Eastern Europe before the Holocaust. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to cover in this presentation.
This is the third presentation, indeed, of the Jews of Russia, of the Jews of Eastern Europe before the Holocaust. The first one was of the Jews of Ukraine, the second one, the Jews of Poland, and this one is the Jews of Russia. And what we want to show is the rich history and culture of the Jews who had lived there for many centuries. And by doing that, first of all, honor the memory of these people, not just as dead, but as ones who had lived a very exciting and rewarding life. And secondly, to tell it to others and to convey it particularly to our children and grandchildren, that they have roots, very fertile roots. And what happened is a tragedy, but let not the tragedy stop you from picking up whatever you can save, and carry it on.
Wow. Well, those are profound thoughts, and we thank you for putting this together. I understand it's quite a presentation. We start with welcoming remarks from Ms. Podolsky, the director of the library, and then we have Rabbi Esther Reed from Hillel, and we also have Professor Glenn Dinner from the Sarah Lawrence College. What will he be discussing?
Well, the Esther Reed, who is incidentally my stepdaughter, will introduce the subjects and the presenters. So the first major, if you will, presentation or keynote address is by Glenn Dinner, who is the chair of humanities at Sarah Lawrence College. He is a prolific writer, and he is a rising star, if you will. So he'll be talking about the 450 years of history of Jewish life in Russia, and he'll pick up in particular their lives in the 19th and early 20th century, where the Jews actually became freed by Tsar Alexander II, and they migrated to cities like St. Petersburg, Moscow, Odessa. So that is the background that Glenn Dinner is going to give us. This will be followed by a musical interview, a musical program, which will present music of that very same time that we're talking about, led by Tamara Freeman, an ethnomusicologist of the Holocaust era, who plays a viola rescued from the Holocaust, in fact. And she will be accompanied by the pianist David Schlossberg, but also a soloist by the name of
Susan.
Hornstein,
Mhm.
and Susan Hornstein, and myself, a former cantor, and there will be a number of pieces written by Anton Rubinstein, as well as a student of Tchaikovsky, who named Joe Engel, who became a troubadour of Yiddish music.
Well, I heard you sing last year, and you did a beautiful job, and as well as Tamara Freeman, it was lovely to hear.
Yeah, well, I'm getting older, but I'm trying, in effect, to train and study. I hope that this year my voice will carry much better yet, have more resonance, etc.
I'm sure it will. And just so that we round out the whole program, we have Rabbi Miller of Anshe Emeth, who will be speaking about our Jewish-Russian heritage. And, and there'll be a presentation of the library's pre-Holocaust and Holocaust book collection in memory of its benefactor, the late Carl Kaplan, and that will be presented by former director of the library, Mary Ellen Firestone. So there's a lot of exciting things for everybody to come and see. So let's review the date and the time just for folks that want to come down. It is free, correct? It's co-sponsored by the Jewish Federation in the heart of New Jersey, and also by the East Brunswick Jewish Center. And it's May the 15th, is that correct?
Yes, it's May 15th at 2 p.m.
Here at the East Brunswick Public Library. And that's a 3-hour program. It's from 2 to 5.
Yes, because indeed there will be hopefully an encore if people want it. But more than that, there will be Q&A. And I hope there will be plenty of time left for people to congregate later and exchange memories, etc.
Well, thank you so much for organizing all this.
Thank you. If I may, I wanted to mention also Rabbi Finkelstein of EBJC, who supported it very much, but couldn't be here because his son is graduating at the same time.
Well, I'm sure he's very happy to help you, and we are very thrilled to have you at the library presenting this very wonderful program, and we look forward to many more.
Thank you.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you at the program.